On December 7, 1941, during a 2-hour sneak attack on the American Pacific Fleet anchored at Pearl Harbor, Japanese Navy pilots scored a near-complete victory. Almost 85% of the American fleet was either damaged or destroyed. It was one of the most devastating losses in the history of the United States Navy.
After the public found out, instances of discrimination, especially in work, and the thought of Japanese people in the United States struck fear in the hearts of narrow-minded Americans.
Yesterday,
Oh man, we gotta start building these guns to ship to England.
1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Oh dude, listen to the radio.
States of America
It's Roosevelt.
was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Aren't you Japanese?
United
You're crazy!
States
Pressured by the public and advised by General DeWitt, FDR decided to issue Executive Order 9066, along with the earlier issued Alien Registration Act, intended to suppress the Japanese.
Well, hello, General.
Mr. President, we need a way to somehow contain the threat of Japanese homeland attack.
Very well. I'll issue this Executive Order 9066, which will allow for the creation of military camps for Japanese internment. Is that alright with you?
Yes.
There you go.
Propaganda spread rapidly throughout the nation, creating fear of the Japanese.
Stay away from these people.
But I'm American! Wait!
The Japanese living in America were forced to take responsibility for actions that were not their own, but rather Imperial Japan's.
I like this country. What? They take me away from my farm? I don't deserve this. I hate this country.
The government also put a curfew into place on the Japanese Americans.
You can't have the curfew only on minorities.
The court has decided that the curfew must be maintained for the security of America.
The Wartime Civilian Control Agency, also created by the federal government, took action as they separated people of Japanese descent from their homes. Not given much time, people were taken from their homes, unable to bring their possessions.
Sir, by Executive Order 9066, I must remove you from your house.
But I'm the American!
No,
I'm the American citizen!
You're Japanese, you must go.
Japanese internment camps located in the West were run by the WRA. They held over 100,000 Japanese. The Japanese American families were often split in this process.
Alright boys, time to go to internment camp. Better learn your lesson, Japs. Make yourself at home. Get in there, go! Nighty-night.
The Japanese were subjected to atrocious conditions in internment camps.
I cannot believe they would make us work here after taking us from our homes.
Why are they forcing us to make these nests?
Probably to get our minds off the injustice of working here.
These places are so cramped you can't even live here.
No, right.
Time to go to bed, boys. Get out of here.
Okay. Let's go to bed. These beds aren't that great, you know.
Get on.
Since we're only fed on 45 cents a day, I need to grow my own food. Better eat some bamboo.
Due to the conditions, some Japanese tried to escape.
I can't stand living here anymore.
There's nothing we can do about it, man.
What if we run away?
No, we can't. We have our families to worry about.
There's no life here anymore.
Alright, guys, it's break time. Get out. Get out.
Is all of that they gave us?
Yeah.
I can't stand this anymore.
Hold it right there. Hold it right there.
No! Still alive, we need a doctor!
Sorry, we don't have any doctors here. It wasn't on our budget.
As the constitutionality of the Japanese internment camps grew in controversy, this issue was brought into Supreme Court in the case Korematsu versus United States.
Internment camps infringe upon my rights!
This is a time of war. Internment camps are necessary for the safety of the American people.
However, on the same day, the government appeared to side with the Japanese Americans in the case Ex parte Endo.
The court has agreed to your case that the government cannot detain people based on Japanese ancestry without proof of disloyalty.
On January 2nd, 1945, Public Proclamation No. 21 went into effect, legally ending Japanese internment camps. Despite regaining their rights, Japanese Americans often lost their property, making the return to their lives difficult.
Where's my stuff? My kimchi!
This was a tragic period in the history of America. Innocent people who came to America seeking livelihood were incriminated for their race despite living in the land of the free. Around 110,000 of these Japanese Americans were placed into camps separated from family and property. Despite the massive material and emotional damage, it took over 40 years before reparations and a formal apology came from the U.S.